Yeah, some of the special memories I had here at the University of Kentucky, I played Rosa Parks in the production of Buses in 2002. That was a very memorable production because we got a chance to go to Sarah Lawrence College and perform it. And that's when I had an interview with NYU, because I went to NYU for a year to do costume design for stage and film. And that's when everything kind of all fell into place. I was performing, but then I also got a chance to interview with NYU, got into NYU, met the people that I might have been staying with while I was there. It just was a good experience, the Buses show. For a while I shut it off because I felt like, being a teacher was more safe than pursuing with like vigor the career in theater, but I think staying in New York kept me inspired to perform. Theater training has helped me become a better teacher. I think artists are great teachers because we get all this training to be in front of an audience. And so, since I'm so used to being in front of an audience, my students are my audience. Yes, my father passed away in 2010, and that gave me like a sense of like urgency. Like I was like, well, what if someone else passes away in my family? I don't have a history, I don't have a record, I don't have anything talking about my family. So Brown Girl Bluegrass came out of that need for me to like search for Kentucky history. There's a need of duality. It's like, yes, I'm New York and hip hop, but I'm also super country, and also Shania Twain, and also the Dixie Chicks, and also like horses and grass and cows and everything, hemp, and all of these things that are wonderful about Kentucky. To bring back Brown Girl Bluegrass in front of a hometown audience was more than I could ever think of. I did not think that would be so huge. I mean, I know it's called Brown Girl and Bluegrass. I just didn't know how big it was going to be. I came back 4 times and performed in front of over 2,000 people in those 4 times here. The Lyric was my biggest show to date. Like, it's my biggest show up until this point right now in 2019. Being here, doing it in front of a hometown audience, I feel like was affirming, and that if I can come back and do this, I can continue, because that gave me like the push that I needed to keep going. So Tubman was much harder than Brown Girl Bluegrass. The Tubman show is a reimagining of Harriet Tubman's life as if she were a black girl growing up in Harlem, facing being expelled. And as I was researching Harriet Tubman's life, reading her work, and I was like, wow, she's much more complex, but she sounds a lot like the students that I'm teaching. Maybe if she was in school, she might be defiant. Maybe if she was in school, she might be using her critical thinking in ways that people think is, being, obstinate or going against the rules. And so I was like, there's something here. And I want to retell the story in a way where young people can understand it. I think that majority of Tubman comes from my experience as an educator in classrooms and seeing students that are very much like a Harriet Tubman, but I didn't see. I definitely get a lot of, how they act, respond, when they're in trouble, when they're feeling down. All of these ideas I've seen, what they say to you when they're like upset. So all of those influences helped me to create the environment of Tubman. I thought that being a singer or a performer was going to be my only path, but I'm also vlogging. I'm also on social media with different ideas, and now I'm working with hair brands and companies about designs in my hair. So it's like, you can be an artist in more ways than one now, especially with social media, and especially with being visible and having video and having things that like really capture your essence and your energy and personality. Yeah.